Right now, state lawmakers are trying to hammer out a new budget,
including how to fund education. $8 billion, including about $1 billion for private schooling. And that's not all.
Yeah, the I-Team's Craig Harris has uncovered how nearly 20 million tax dollars paid for activities outside the classroom. And some of this stuff some would consider extravagant or a luxury, Craig.
That's right, Troy and Mark. We have been pouring through records on the empowerment scholarship accounts for months, and we've already showed you how vouchers primarily have helped wealthy families, as high-performing public schools have lost money. These new records show how millions of tax dollars are paying for extracurriculars like dance class and piano lessons, things that public school families have to pay for themselves. Private music lessons, gymnastics, horseback riding, all fun activities for kids. Most families have to pay for out of their own paychecks, but not if your child has an Arizona Empowerment Scholarship. 12 News has exclusively obtained public records from the Arizona Department of Education, showing how nearly 20 million taxpayer dollars were spent on just 8 extracurricular activities for kids getting vouchers. That's nearly $7 million for private music lessons, including $1 million for piano lessons, $2.8 million on swimming lessons, and at least $1 million each on gymnastics, dance, fitness, horseback riding, and martial arts. We also found $2.8 million spent on math tutoring.
It absolutely bothers me, yes. It's unjust. It's not what our tax dollars are supposed to fund.
Democrat State Representative Nancy Gutierrez, a Tucson high school PE teacher, was appalled at our findings.
If we are spending that kind of money for private schools and people to just go and get their kids those dance and piano lessons and giving them state money to do that, that is all money that doesn't get to a private or a public school. And public schools, we know, serve the majority of our students in Arizona.
Gutierrez said ESAs had a personal effect on her. She was recently laid off because of declining enrollment in her Tucson school district. She is also among the negotiators for the state budget. Why did you support a cap on vouchers?
Well, I think a cap is the least amount that we can do right now. I think if you're making over $200,000, even over $100,000, then if you choose to pay for or to have your child in private school, then you can afford that tuition. I do not think that we should be subsidizing rich people's tuition.
She said Governor Katie Hobbs, a fellow Democrat, tried to limit vouchers to families making $200,000 or less. That's more than double the median household income in Arizona. Republicans who control the House and Senate said no way.
We are protecting ESAs. We are not going to be reducing qualifications for it. So there'll be no change in ESAs.
That's Republican State Senator John Kavanaugh, the chamber's key budget writer. His GOP counterpart, Representative David Livingston, said ESAs are popular for parents who want more educational choice. That choice will cost the state more than $1 billion this upcoming school year. Livingston downplayed the I-Team's finding that millions of tax dollars were spent on ESA extracurricular activities. We got some numbers from the Department of Education, and piano lessons have been over $1 million the last 3 years. The other reports came up before for Legos. Those seem kind of luxury items.
I think we've seen major fraud at a number of big school districts here, that tens of millions of dollars. So if you want to talk about piano here or Lego here, that's fine, but it's not the big stuff.
The number of students in the ESA program is just over 92,000, and almost 6,500 new students are enrolled for this fall. That means $1 billion is going to less than 1/10 of all school-age kids in Arizona. I'm Craig Harris, 12 News.
All right, Craig, thanks. Meteorologist